Hello, Sunny. Good evening.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, good evening. Can you hear and see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's great. So, how are you today, Sunny?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm also doing fine. Thanks for asking. So, by the way, what did you do for today, Sunny? I heard it's still like summer vacation in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
So, what did you do for today?
I read books and before I start my lesson,
Mm-mm.
I go to shopping.
Oh, that's great. So, what did you buy then?
I buy food from for my little sister birthday.
Oh, when is your little sister's birthday?
Um, my little sister birthday is in the last day of July.
Oh, so this Friday then. That's July
Yes.
31st. Oh, happy birthday for your sister then. So, are you guys throwing a party?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you invite anybody for your that birthday party, Sunny?
Oh, I invited my cousin and my uncle, my aunt too.
Oh, so your family will go there then. So it's like a family party. Okay, that's great. Yeah, let's move on then to our lesson for tonight, Sunny. So for our lesson tonight, we are actually going to continue with our discussion about refuting opinions, Sunny. Okay, so for refuting opinions, by the way, Sunny, do you know what the word refuting means? This word here?
Mm, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, when we say refuting opinion, Sunny, it actually talks about like, for example, you have a sentence, and then refuting opinions means it talks about the opposite of the sentence. So, for example, let's say like, I'll give you an example, Sunny. For example, we learn more from books. So, is this a good sentence or a bad sentence, Sunny?
It's a good sentence.
Okay, that's correct. So we learn more from books. That means books are good for us, right? Now, based from the choices here, Sunny, which sentence doesn't support the idea of reading books? Can you go over and check from our list of choices here, Sunny? Which one talks negatively about books? Mhm. Any idea?
I don't know what.
Okay, I'll give you an example, Sunny. Okay, so for number one, Sunny, um, correct answer is letter D. Okay, so let's match them up. Okay, so why the answer is letter D, Sunny? It's because as you can see here, again, we say like we learn more from books. Can you please read letter D, Sunny?
I disagree. When we watch movies, we can learn new vocabulary and learn about different places and cultures.
Okay, there you go, Sunny. So again, In the first sentence, it talks about we learn something when we read books. But for letter D, Sunny, it explains that when we watch movies, we will learn something about new vocabulary, about different places and cultures. Are we clear, Sunny, about what refuting means?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so let's turn to number two then, Sunny. Can you please read sentence number two for me?
Watching movies is bad for our health.
Watching movies is bad for our health. So, what do you think is the answer here, Sunny?
Mm,
So take
A.
note, it says,
I choose A.
no, it's not A. Try it again, Sunny. So take note, Sunny, we have here that watching movies is bad for our health. So that means it's not good for our health. So you need to also read about something that is bad about books, Sunny.
Hmm.
Oh, yes. So think about something that's bad about books.
Bad about books.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Is that reading books can be unhealthier? This is because we read books for much longer than we watch movies. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Exactly. Very good. So that talks about reading books can actually be unhealthier because as it is explained that reading books can actually take longer time than than talking about watching movies. Okay, very good, Sunny. Next one, let's move on to number three. Can you please read number three?
Reading books is more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, my answer is C.
great, that's correct. It's letter C. Can you please read letter C as well, Sunny? Very good.
Is not anymore. Movie special effects are amazing.
Okay, great job. And let's have number four then.
It is easier to read a book. I think it's A.
Yes, of course, that's letter A. So, can you please read letter A, Sunny?
This is not true. These days we can watch a movie anywhere using a phone, tablet, computer, or music player.
Okay, very good, Sunny. Yes. So again, Sunny, please do not forget because in our next lessons, this is like part of the activity. So there will be like supporting opinions and there is refuting opinions. So remember when we say supporting opinions, that means like you have a sentence, Sunny, and it supports or it adds detail to your sentence. But for refuting opinions, it talks about the negative side or the opposite side of the main sentence. Are we clear, Sunny?
Yes.
Yes, very good, Sunny. Great job for this activity. Now let's turn to our next activity then. I think I have to share the full screen this time. Okay. So for the opinion examples, Sunny, let's read the two sides of things here, Sunny. So first, can you please read the supporting opinions, honey? Go.
Okay, books are better than movies because we can read them anywhere. If we want to read a book, that is the only thing that we need. When we watch a movie, we need a television, cell phone, or computer. These machines need electricity to work. Therefore, when there is no power or the battery is dead, it is not impossible to watch a movie. In addition, books are sometimes dropped or get wet, but they can still be used. Cell phones that are dropped usually break and stop working.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Thank you, Sunny. So that talks about yeah, the use of let's say like books. Okay, and it's easier to use books anytime, anywhere. Okay, as being described. Next one, let's read about the opposing opinion, Sunny. Can you please read it too?
Okay, watching a movie is better than reading a book. This is because it is much more exciting. One reason is special effects. When we watch a movie, we can feel that we are in the story or even in another world because of the amazing computer graphics. This is much better than a boring book that is very long. It has no pictures and sometimes smells strange. Furthermore, we can watch a movie with our friends and have fun, but we need to read a book alone, which is boring.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Thank you, Sunny. So yes, again, for this part of the information. So they actually described, okay, the differences about like the supporting opinion, the ones that are in favor of reading books, Sunny, versus the opposing opinion, which talks about people who, let's say, like disagree, and they like to watch movies better than reading books. So, in your own opinion, Sunny, which one do you support better? So, do you
Mm,
like the book ones, like reading books, or would you rather watch a movie than reading a book?
mm, I choose books
You choose the books.
because
Okay.
because books help us learn new information and have new grammar.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, why? Why do you like books about Sunny?
Reading books helps me travel through words and learn new vocabulary.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of books do you read then, Sunny? Because that is correct. Like by reading books, we can learn some new words and vocabulary. That's actually correct. But what kind of books do you think is a good book to read when you want to learn vocabulary, Sunny?
Um, is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Okay, so have you finished reading the? I think how many books does Harry Potter have, Sunny?
Mm, I don't remember because um when I read, I just read no many page, so I don't remember how many part is it.
Yeah, because I think like it actually has a lot of parts. Like I think it has 7 books actually. So that's why I think that it's really important that you or yeah, actually reading books can be good, but just like what was being described here, sometimes reading books could take a lot of time. So far, Sunny, like, did you learn a lot of words when you read the Harry Potter book?
Yes.
So what kind of words did you learn then?
Mm, I learned um when I read now, if I don't read and I don't see it, now I don't remember any.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So take note, Sunny. This is also like another strategy when learning. When you want to learn or remember something, Sunny, it's best if you write them down, because when you write something, Sunny, you can remember things, and at the same time, of course, you can use them for future use. Okay. Anyway, so we'll continue with the discussion questions this time, Sunny. So after all the things that we have read and we have discussed in the question, Sunny, so let's try to answer these discussion activities. So for the first question, Sunny, after studying all day, do you prefer to read a book or watch a movie?
After studying all day, I prefer to both of it because if we read books, we can learn new words again. If we watch movies, we can watch cartoons, or we also see the effects in the movie too. But I prefer both of it.
Okay, yes. But just additional question, Sunny, because take note, the idea here is that after studying all day, so that means like it includes like reading and maybe like listening or whatever lessons you're studying to, Sunny. So that includes a lot of studying method. Okay, so let's talk about a little about your answer with reading, Sunny, because that's true. When you read, you'll learn something more. But don't you feel tired learning or reading books, Sunny?
Mm, I think it's yes because we're all studying all day. We really tired. We need to watch something. If we read books, if I prefer reading books, they can make me tired. And also, when we turn the page, it is too thick. The book is too thick. Then I I don't open the page
Mm-hmm.
recently.
Okay, yes. So yeah, that's what I'm also like thinking, Sunny, because take note, I think like opening the book is not really like the one that makes you feel tired, but sometimes our brain thinks too much when we read books because we have to read and we have to understand. But if we just watch, then we just have to watch like the movie, the actions, and listen to the conversation. So it's not as tiring as reading the books yourself. Okay. Anyway, let's continue with question number two, Sunny. For question number two, do you think watching movies stops us from using our imaginations?
Distinguish um
Because okay, it's actually because like take note, Sunny, when we read books, especially like novels or something like the nonfiction books, sorry, the fiction books, we usually let our imaginations run, because for example, we imagine the scene, we imagine the pictures being described. So our imaginations are getting better if we read books. But do you think when we watch movies, because everything is presented, Sunny, there are magic effects or there are special effects, the scripts are there, people are acting the let's say the storyline. So do you think when we watch movies, Sunny, Do we stop or it stops us from imagining things?
I think it's no, because
Mm-hmm.
watching movies doesn't stop us from using our imagination. Uh, when we watch movies, we can use our imagination to think something in the movie or in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. So you think even if we just watch, so we can still make our imaginations work, right? Correct?
Mm, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Thank you, Sunny. Okay, so let's move on to the next question then, Sunny. For question number three, if you want to learn about something new, so is it better to read a book or watch a film about the topic?
I think it's better to read a book, because if we want to learn about something new or something really new, I think
Mm-hmm.
is reading books is more good.
Is better. You mean reading books is better, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. So why do you think so? Why do you think so, Sunny? Because take note, when we say reading books, that means most of the books they are produced for a long time. So that means like the information that they present may not be as new as the movies that are being produced. So why do you think that reading books is a good thing to use when we want to learn something new?
Um, if we read books, when we just want to learn something new about it, um, reading books help we learn something new, like we just discover about new vocabulary, new structure, or ideas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you think that it's still effective then to use or read books even if it's a little bit old compared to the other ones, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Sunny. So this time, Sunny, let's move on to the next part. Okay, so we have here is a book with no pictures boring?
Um, is a book with no pictures boring?
Mm,
I think I think if there is no picture or effect, I think it's also boring. If just reading books and letters, there's no picture or effects, no pictures, it's boring. There's no people say the storyteller said, and the book we just read in our imagination. It's just sad and also boring.
mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
Okay, yes. But what about you, Sunny? Because it seems like in our previous conversations, you talked or you used the example about Harry Potter for the book. So, do you enjoy reading books with no pictures, Sunny, or do you prefer books with pictures?
Um, I just reading a little, some pages, but sometimes I feel boring all the time.
You also feel bored about it? Okay, so why do you feel bored about it, Sunny?
I feel bored because it's have many letters and it's making me it's I think I was exploding my head.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Thank you, Sunny, for sharing. And the last question here, Sunny. Which activity is healthier? Reading a book or watching a movie?
What activity is healthier? I think it's reading books, not
Reading
watching
books.
movies,
Mm-hmm.
because The reason why is if want to be healthier, reading books don't have to need Wi-Fi or screens or internet to do it. It's healthier, and we don't need to use the internet if it's no power and it's the power off.
Mm-hmm.
If for watching movies, we need our screen, and was it can hurt my eyes or our eyes. It's not good.
Okay, yes, that's actually correct. Very good. Okay, but okay, so since you actually have a good point there, Sunny, talking about when we watch a movie and when we look at the screen, of course it hurts our eyes. But do you think, Sunny, that there's also like a negative effect when we read books, Sunny? So think about whether there are some negative effects of reading books.
Can you give me some example?
No, no, no. I'm just asking you, Sunny. Of course, if I give you an example, then maybe, yeah, we will have the same idea. So just try to think by yourself, Sunny. Do you think that is there any negative thing when we read a book, or you think that reading book there's nothing harmful when reading a book? Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
No idea. It's okay, Sunny. No problem. So I'm just wondering if you also have like a thing to say about this one. Okay, so anyway, let's continue, Sunny. Now let's turn to the three topics that we have here, Sunny. So this will be our last activity for tonight. Can you please read the three sentences, Sunny?
Number one, the first one is children should read books instead of watching movies. Second is schools should use movies to teach without using books. And lastly, when there is a book and a movie of the same story, the book is always better.
Okay, so which one do you want to explain more, Sunny? So which one do you want to talk more about? One, two, or three?
It's the second. It's the
Is the
second.
second one. Okay, so school should use movies to teach. Sorry, should use movies to teach without using books. Okay, so do you agree or disagree about this one, Sunny?
I disagree. Really
Mm-hmm.
disagree.
Really disagree. Okay, so why?
Because if schools don't use books to teach and they have to use movies, movies just have effects and they don't have information, grammar, and vocabulary have new vocabulary. So without using books, schools use movies instead of using books is not correct, and I disagree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Thank you, Sunny. And I think, yeah, I'll do agree. I do agree with you on that one. So, when we think about the learnings or the lessons, we usually get them when we read books or when we actually like learn information better when we read books. Okay, so I think that would be all for tonight then, Sunny. And then for our next lesson, we are also going to talk about eating insects instead of animals. So for this lesson or unit, Sunny, I will send a list of vocabulary to your mom. Okay, probably tonight because we will be discussing this one tomorrow. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So that would be all for tonight then, Sunny, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.
And